The United States has spent decades believing no nation could ever catch up, but today, American generals are terrified. Why? Because China has built a new kind of military power, silent, invisible, unbelievably fast, and the US can't defend against it. What you're about to hear isn't speculation, it's the technology that could change global power forever. For years, the world believed that the United States held an unshakable lead in military technology. From stealth bombers to precision-guided missiles, America was seen as the nation standing decades ahead of its rivals. But behind closed doors, deep inside underground facilities, another superpower has been working in silence. And today, the Pentagon is no longer confident. American analysts say a new kind of threat is rising, one that doesn't march loudly or broadcast its presence. It works quietly, invisibly, and at terrifying speed. This is China's secret military tech, and it's the one thing keeping US generals awake at night. It begins with China's shift from traditional warfare to algorithmic warfare. For decades, war was fought with tanks, ships, and fighters. Now, Beijing is building something different, war machines that think, decide, and strike faster than any soldier ever could. American intelligence calls it intelligentized warfare, and it's already reshaping the global balance of power. The US has always relied on speed and precision as its biggest advantage. But China's new technologies are turning that strength into a weakness. Let's start with the weapon that terrifies American defense experts the most, the Hypersonic Glide Vehicle System. In 2021, a Chinese hypersonic missile went around the entire globe before diving down on its simulated target. The US military admitted, publicly, that they were stunned. Hypersonic weapons travel more than 5 times the speed of sound, but what makes China's system different is its unpredictability. Unlike a ballistic missile, which follows a predictable arc, China's hypersonic glide vehicle can change direction mid-flight. That means the United States cannot accurately track it, cannot intercept it, and cannot stop it. One American general said, "We have no defense." That statement alone sent shockwaves across Washington. Hypersonic weapons aren't just fast, they're strategic equalizers. They erase decades of American missile defense superiority within minutes. But this is only one part of China's terrifying new arsenal. Another breakthrough is China's AI-driven drone swarms. Imagine thousands of drones, small, fast, cheap, moving like a single organism. No human is piloting them. They use advanced AI to communicate, coordinate, and attack. These swarms can overwhelm warships, shut down radar systems, and destroy armored vehicles with terrifying efficiency. In 2020, China showcased a test where a massive drone swarm launched from a truck and instantly formed an attack pattern. US analysts watching the footage knew what this meant. If China deploys drone swarms during a conflict, they could overwhelm American defenses faster than any human operator could respond. The future of warfare isn't about who has the biggest weapons, it's about who has the smartest systems. And right now, China is pushing this frontier aggressively. Another hidden technology that the US finds deeply concerning is China's advancement in quantum communication. To understand why, we need to understand the battlefield inside cyberspace. Every military relies on secure communication to operate. If a nation can crack another nation's encrypted messages, the war is practically over before it begins. China's quantum communication satellites are designed to be unhackable. Quantum keys cannot be intercepted without detection. This means China could operate drones, submarines, and missile systems without the US being able to spy on them. For decades, the United States relied on intelligence as its silent weapon. But Beijing's quantum leap threatens to blind America entirely in the next-generation battlefield. Then there is China's naval power. Most people don't realize that China now has the world's largest navy by number of ships. While the US has superior power projection with its carriers, China is rapidly closing the gap with the Type 003 Fujian, Asia's first electromagnetic catapult aircraft carrier. Until now, only the United States had this advanced launch system. Electromagnetic catapults allow aircraft to take off faster, with heavier payloads, and with far less strain on the jets. This means China's new carrier can deploy next-generation fighters at a rate the U.S. Navy is forced to respect. And China isn't stopping at carriers. Their Type 055 destroyer is considered one of the most powerful surface warships in the world. In war simulations, these destroyers can challenge U.S. fleets in the Pacific, supported by long-range anti-ship missiles that American planners refer to as carrier killers. But perhaps the most disturbing development for the United States is China's breakthrough in stealth detection. The U.S. has relied on stealth aircraft, like the F-35 and B-2 bomber, to guarantee dominance in the skies. But China's research into quantum radar threatens to neutralize that advantage. Quantum radar theoretically detects stealth aircraft by using entangled photons that cannot be fooled by stealth coatings or shapes. If perfected, this would expose America's most expensive military programs that cost hundreds of billions of dollars to build. Imagine a future where the U.S. sends its best jets into a conflict, only to discover they are visible the entire time. That is the nightmare scenario Pentagon analysts fear. China's military modernization isn't happening randomly. It follows a precise strategy: deny the United States access to the Western Pacific. For decades, America's power rested on its ability to send carriers, bombers, and destroyers into any region it wanted. But China's anti-access area denial framework, filled with long-range missiles, advanced radar networks, AI-driven systems, and hypersonic weapons, is designed to make U.S. intervention extremely costly. Even the U.S. Marine Corps has changed its entire warfighting doctrine because of China's growing reach. Nowhere is this tension higher than in the South China Sea and Taiwan Strait. China has built artificial islands, complete with runways, missile systems, and military bases. These islands act like unsinkable aircraft carriers. The U.S. wants to maintain freedom of navigation, but China wants control. This creates a silent chess match. One wrong move, one misunderstanding, and the world could see the most dangerous conflict of the century. Another secret technology raising alarms in Washington is China's advancement in space warfare. China has satellites capable of grabbing, disabling, or even destroying other satellites. The U.S. military depends heavily on satellites for GPS, communication, surveillance, and missile guidance. If these satellites go blind or offline, American forces lose their eyes and ears. China's ability to fight in space directly threatens America's #1 advantage. More quietly, China is building next-generation nuclear submarines with ultra-quiet engines. These subs could move close to American shores undetected. The U.S. Navy has dominated submarine warfare for decades, but new Chinese designs reduce noise signatures to levels even advanced American sensors struggle to track. A submarine that cannot be found is a submarine that can strike anytime. So why is all this happening now? Because China wants to change the global order. The United States has led for nearly a century. But Beijing wants to shift that power, militarily, economically, and technologically. The US and China both know that direct conflict would be catastrophic. But power isn't just about fighting wars. It's about making the other side afraid to fight at all. China's new secret military tech, hypersonics, AI swarms, quantum communication, space weapons, advanced naval systems, and next-generation submarines, isn't built just to win a war. It's built to make sure the US thinks twice before even considering one. The scariest part for American strategists isn't the weapons China has already revealed, it's the ones they haven't. China tests more missiles every year than the rest of the world combined. Hundreds of secret research labs operate under complete silence. American intelligence agencies openly admit they no longer know the full extent of China's capabilities. The unknown is now the real threat. As the world watches, two giants move in opposite directions, one trying to maintain its dominance, the other determined to rise. And between them lies a dangerous, unpredictable future. The next global power shift won't happen on battlefields filled with tanks and soldiers. It will be decided by speed, data, algorithms, and machines that strike before humans even understand what's happening. China knows this. The United States knows this. And the rest of the world is holding its breath. In this new era of military technology, one truth becomes clear: power is no longer about the biggest army. It's about the smartest one. And the race to build that